I chose to be married to Charlie because, you already answered it, but.
I chose to be married to Charlie, honestly, because I'm talking about being married, not being with.
Right.
Because when he and I got together, I knew that we would be together for the rest of our lives. I didn't think about marriage much until my son came to me and said to me, "What's the matter with you? You waited your whole life for him to ask you to marry him. He asked you, and now it's like 7 years later. Why aren't you?" He said to me, "What do you think that feels like to him?" And when he said that to me, that was it. We planned the wedding.
So you're saying 7 years after obviously the second time around.
7 years. I got engaged. I found those pictures the other day. I'll show you on there. I have it on there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a photo of, I'm like, forget it, hysterical crying. But if you look at him, you will see who this man was.
When he asked you to marry him?
In the photo I have at the Self-Realization Center. Oh yeah, that was our spot.
That's where you got engaged?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's where I had his memorial. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I got off track.
Okay, well, no, you answered it.
So,
you chose to marry him because
I thought he was right. I broke up with him the first time because he didn't ask me to marry him.
And then
because, honestly, I had alimony for life, so.
Oh, right.
I wasn't, so whatever. And it didn't matter anyway. So, thank God.
But your soul and your heart wanted to marry him.
Yes, I
obviously.
did. I wanted to be his wife. Some people still call me by my old name because they're so used to it, and I am constantly correcting them.
Like Beverly Kessler.
That's correct. That is correct.
What's something that he used to do that would make you laugh or smile? It sounds like there were a lot of things, but was there something that, just a memory that he would do like over and over?
This is so stupid. It's just so stupid. But I've always been like a gym rat. Oh, Charlie resisted the exercise. I mean, he was only when forced into it. But I would just, he'd come into the gym with me and he'd do like 15 minutes. And I'd go, "You're leaving?" "I've had enough, babe. It's enough for me." When we were kids, what he used to do, I could never imitate it. But when we were driving around or whatever, because we didn't have money to do anything else, so we'd just be together. And he would have me in stitches. He would do all these Jewish accents, these old folks and stuff. It was just funny between us.
Yeah, but there was something.
Oh, it was always.
The rapport.
Always.
Connection.
Yeah. He taught me to look at people. I noticed that wherever we were, wherever we'd be walking or anywhere in the world or anywhere, if you were coming towards him, he would have a smile on his face and look you right in the eye and, just say hi or nod, or if it was a guy, he would always say, "Hey, brother," or whatever. And I noticed that, and I thought to myself, what's wrong with me? And I started watching myself and noticing who I looked at and who I didn't look at. And I started forcing myself. I look at everybody now, and I acknowledge them, and I smile at them. And I notice when I think I'm going to be afraid of someone, and I make myself look at them, and he taught me that.
It's disarming.
I watched him doing that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, love that about him.
So one more question.